I love my job. I do, I love my job. My name's Rosalie Thomas and I'm a primary school teacher. And I enjoy teaching in rural schools. When I worked full time, I was a classroom teacher, but since I had my family and I've come back not working full time, I've had the opportunity to become a specialist. I'd been teaching for nearly 10 years before we decided to start a family. Obviously that meant I couldn't work anymore. I wanted to stay home and look after our children. I ended up having nearly 10 years family leave. Before I went back teaching, I had to start from scratch. I did contract work in schools in a big centre, and it was through that I ended up getting a position in a rural school. But I thought it was definitely worth it. After teaching in the big schools in the big town, the little schools were definitely my preference. I'm really passionate about teaching in rural schools because I went to one myself, and I really enjoy the relationship that you build with the community and with the families. Other than teaching, my main interests are probably my family, following the children, their passions, and I love cooking and I like being out in the garden. I also enjoy walking, and we have 2 dogs, so they have to be walked every day, so that's a good opportunity to get my exercise in. So at one of the schools I've been working at, this is my 16th year. In that time, I think I've seen 5 principals, or we're just about to get our 6th principal. So that's a real problem. Because it's a little school, it means it's a stepping stone for wannabe principals. So the principals start off there and then they apply for bigger schools because they get more money. Really, it comes down to money. It costs a lot to run little schools, and I think that children shouldn't be disadvantaged because of where they live. Around where we live, there've been 2 schools closed down in probably the last 7 years. At this school that I've been at for 16 years, a couple of years ago when things were really tight, I was encouraged to take this science job because the principal said that I was too expensive, so I took this job. Then he employed a much less experienced woman who also happened to be his wife. I love my job.